Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream on the channel. I hope you're all having a great Monday so far. We are back with another set of excellent streams coming up this week. We've got some planned, but today we are down in Hawaii celebrating our 800 subscribers. Closer to 900 now, but oh well. So yeah, we'll be doing some island hopping in Hawaii. I have the list of all the airports we are visiting, so I'll read that out to you guys. So we're on the ground here in Kona right now, and we'll be flying over to Honolulu. After Honolulu, we'll be flying over to I'm going to butcher this name, Kahului. And then from Kahului, we'll be flying over to Kona. I know I've probably pronounced it wrong, so if anyone knows, please be sure to correct me in the chat. But yeah, so a big thank you for 800 subscribers. And let's take a look at who is in chat. Gaming Central, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. And some random dude, hello there. Cool. Let's hop into the flight deck of the aircraft then. And let's get this aircraft all started up. Right, main battery can come on then. We'll get the ground power on as well. IRS over to nav. Okay, hopefully they start aligning. Continuing our flows then. DC source over to a bat bus. We will get some overhead panel brightness up. Emergency exit lights that can be armed then, and no smoking signs and seatbelt signs can come on. Ding cam crew, let them know we are ready for boarding, and we'll get the window heats on as well. Fabulous. Cruising altitude for our first flight will be 22,000 feet. So, pop 22,000 in there, and the logo lights can come on as well. Come down to the FMC then, we'll be going into the FS Actions tab, into the fuel page, and we'll be taking £13,000 of fuel. Okay, we'll chuck that in there. Into the payload tab then, we'll pop in our zero fuel weight of 133.2. And we can pop that in. Flight time for our first leg today is roughly 14 minutes for our first leg. So that should be good. Right then, into the FMC tab then. We'll go into pause in it. We are on the ground in... I've forgotten airport already. In Kona, which is Papa Hotel. Kilo Oscar. Alright, we can chuck that in then. There we go. Let's grab our GPS position then, and we can pop that in there, and that aligns the IRS. We'll be departing on runway 35 today, so that can go in there, and we'll be going over to Honolulu, which is Papa Hotel November Lima. Cool. Right then, into the departure and arrival tab then, into the departures. We're departing on runway 35. No SIDS, so we'll go back to the departure and arrival tab, into the arrivals. We'll be arriving on the ILS for runway 08 left. I just realised some of these airports may not have ILS. Ooh. No stars, so we'll just activate that, and then we'll go into the legs tab then. Our first waypoint is Kilo Oscar Alpha. After Kilo Oscar Alpha, we'll be going over to Hotel Oscar Kilo Lima Alpha. There we go. Chuck that in there then, and then we will go over to Juliet Uniform Lima Echo 5. Oh no, that is Hang on. Arrivals. This one. Execute that then. Right. Legs. Cool. Cool. That's that. Let's just get rid of the discontinuities and if we have any vectors or anything like that, because vectors are just annoying. But this looks like the only discontinuity. Right, let's execute that then. Into the init rev tab then. Cost index of 25 today. We'll be taking 2.5 of reserve fuel. 0 fuel weight can go in, and we'll pop our cruising altitude in as well, which is flight level 240, 220 even. It was 240 on the last flight I did. Just double check the pop. There we go. Cool. Left our fuel pump can come on then, and let's start up the APU. Cool. So today I've been recording some videos and started editing them, and they'll come soon for you. It's realistic flight, so a realistic Ryanair flight from Glasgow over to Dublin. That'll come out at some point soon, so I hope you enjoy them. There we go, APU is starting up over here. Because we're not going to push back, we might as well set up the MCP now. Actually, we'll wait. The APU doesn't take very long. Hello, welcome to the stream. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so what do you want me to call you? Alright, APU is ready. Let's get the fuel pumps on. APB can come on then as well. Hydraulic pumps, we're not going to push back today. We won't bother to push back. Back into the FS Actions tab then, into pushback. Elias, cool. Welcome to the stream, Elias. I hope you're having a good one. Nice. So, I think I just released the chocks. Yes, I did. I did. Cool. Let's start up engine number 2 then, shall we? I guess. Yeah. Hopefully we haven't forgotten anything. Usually we do. Which one's the beacon light? That's the beacon light. Oh, we've got some sort of out thing and then a turn. That looks quite cool. I appreciate you coming along today, Elias. Right, let's introduce fuel into engine number 1 then. Or engine number 2, whatever you want to call it. I did bring the time forward a bit, as it's relatively dark right now. What is it, 1 AM? So I brought it forward to like 9 AM-ish. Bring it to noon. 9. Thank you, Elias. Really do appreciate it. Right. Is that engine done? Yes, it is. Oh dear. Now we can start up engine number 1 as well now. See that start spinning. Oh, look at that. And I think we forgot to set up the takeoff tab. We did. So let's go into the takeoff tab then. Flaps 5 for departure today. And let's pop the V speeds in there. Fabulous. And we can introduce fuel. Probably good to go. I can't remember what way the runway is. I think it's actually behind us. So we'll do a little loop around. Cool. Hopefully this engine doesn't take too long to start up. There it goes. I love the sounds of this aircraft. They are great. Right, that engine sounds like it's ready. So we'll pop on over to engine power then. Come up top and let's get the yaw damper on. Pro Pete's APB can come off now then. Do we even go to yes, we did. This is Series S, Elias. Cool, right. We're ready to go then. Did I just release the park brake? We'll set flaps 5. There we go. We'll release the park brake, and we forgot to set up the MCP. So 22,000 feet. You can pop that in here. There's 22,000. VNav, LNav. LNav is gonna play up again, so we'll leave it for now. Just chuck a random speed in there. Yes, I actually haven't experienced too many crashes, black screens, which I'm quite surprised about. Alright, let's try find this runway. Because I'm going to end up missing it. I think I've already taken a wrong turn. Whoops. What are we forgetting? Probably missing something. No, that stuff all looks good. I don't have my checklist with me today. I should though. This aircraft does not want to turn today. It's alright though. Let's pop the auto brake over to RTO. Cool, Elias. I think I heard about that. I think it might be coming this weekend. But I'm not entirely sure. I haven't actually experienced any crashes with the aircraft, so are we even on the runway? No, it's here. Cool. Right. What we can do now is set the parking brake. Come back to the overhead panel then. Let's get the landing lights and the runway turn off lights on. Taxi light comes off, take off. Engines over to continuous. We'll get the strobes on. Wing lights and the wheel well lights can come on. Ding the cam crew, let them know. Take the seats for takeoff. Let's get the TCAS over to TARA for our flight. And we'll release the parking brake. We can line up on the runway. No, I haven't, Elias. That probably is why. I'm guessing it might, the aircraft might, or the sim, I don't know. Not entirely sure. Right, what we can do is do a rolling takeoff, so on auto throttle. And let's start the clock. And toga. Nose down pressure. I don't know why the auto throttle likes to turn off. Check nose pressure neutral. Getting up to speed now. There we go. We can pull that nose up. Gear up. Let's see if we can get the LNav on. There we go. Follow flight directors just for a bit then. Flaps 1. Getting up to speed now. And we'll go flaps clean. Do a bit of hand flying first, and then we will turn on the autopilot for a quick hop up to Honolulu, and then we'll go to our next airport, which I already forgot the name of. I think it is the one I can't pronounce. Autopilot 1 can come on, then we'll bring you guys back up into the main flight deck, and let's get the tunes on in just a moment. It appears I forgot to log in. Alright, get the tunes on. There we go. Hopefully they start. Yep, there we are. Got some tunes for you all on the flight up to Honolulu, and then we're going to Kahului. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Right. Listen. Excuse me. Let's enjoy the wing views. Elias thinks Microsoft should update the A320. Maybe now or in the next AAU. Yeah, I agree. Because, especially with, like, the 787 and the 747, they're actually quite fun to fly. We've flown a few of them on the channel. Most recently, it was London to JFK. So yeah, they definitely should update it. I mean, they definitely can. Definitely have the time to and stuff. Wow, just listen to that buzz. I love the buzz of the 737's engines. Ooh, nice. Alright, we're approaching 10,000 feet. So, what we do is runway turn-offs, engine start, switches back to the off position, and then we can sit back and relax for the 40-minute flight over to Honolulu. I've only flown into Hawaii once. It was Honolulu. It was, I think it was like San Francisco to Honolulu. Yeah, I agree, Elias. Especially for Xbox users, that or the Latin VFR A320 series is really all you've got Airbus wise. And with Boeing, you've got the 747, which is updated, 787 updated, PMDG 737, another great aircraft. That's what we're in today. Their liveries. Take a look outside. I do quite like this Southwest livery. Let me know in the chat, my friends. Do you prefer the this new Southwest Airlines livery or their old one? Oh, I moved the wrong thing. Yeah, I quite like the Latin VFR A320 series, especially for like Airbus, because that's really the only Airbus you have. Otherwise, you have the default A320, which isn't as good as the Latin VFR stuff. Wow, look at that. Oh. Stop that, I was trying to take a screenshot. Yeah, I agree, Elias. I think their sceneries are quite nice. They look quite nice, but I almost feel like they've taken a step in the wrong direction. I think they should have stuck to just making sceneries. Because now I've heard they don't even update their sceneries which they have. They're just focusing on the Latin VFR A320 series, which I mean isn't bad because I quite like flying them. But especially if you've like purchased one of the airports and then it's completely changed, that would be a bit annoying. Right, let's turn off the seatbelt signs, then the landing lights can come off and the wing lights as well. Turn them off a bit late, but we were having a good time. Yeah, Elias. For me personally, I don't like to just buy a plane just because I have to fly it a ton. So yeah, I can't wait for the Aerosoft A330 to come out. I think that will be a great aircraft to see when it arrives. But of course, we have to wait. I don't know how long it is. Well, they haven't released a date for release. I think though they're definitely they often have their aircraft whenever they release an aircraft. It always seems like it's delayed. Not entirely sure why though, but I guess nothing we can really do. Right, there's our approach reference. We won't touch that just for the time being. We'll pop the ILS frequency and stuff in. Yeah, I agree, Elias. I heard some people didn't have the new update. Like, there's a new update, and some people just didn't get it, which would be quite annoying. But yeah, if they get up to Aerosoft level, stuff like that, then they'll be a great aircraft. But I have heard they may not get up to that level. But who knows? So these are all real-world flights operated by Southwest Airlines. I think Southwest Airlines. I don't think they have a base in Hawaii, but I think they're one of the main airlines in here, apart from like Hawaii and there. Right, what we'll do is we'll pop the ILS frequency into the standby. Now at top descent we will transfer it over. Just get that ready for our arrival. And then we'll pop our final approach course in as well, which is 79 degrees. We'll pop that in on both sides. There we go. Too far. There we go. Cool. Wow, look at that view. I would love to see an A350 come to Microsoft Flight Sim at some point. I know someone is working on one. I can't remember who it was. But I think that's exclusively for PC. And then of course you got Phoenix V2 on PC, which I've watched a few live streams on it and it's looking really good. The sounds are like so realistic, I have to say. So if you're on PC, that's one I'd recommend. Well, can't say anything, but it seems like people recommend it. That's a good point, Elias. Thanks for 4 likes on the stream so far, my friends. I really do appreciate that. We'll try and hit 5 on today's stream. Nice, Elias. I should have gone with the Series X, but I didn't in the end. I don't know why. Because the problem with the Series S is the storage isn't very good. So I ended up having to spend another $250 to get more storage. So that's a bit annoying, but it's alright. So I don't know much about Hawaii. I know that's one island. We're going to a different one, but I don't know anything about it. Right, we're approaching top of descent. As I said, it's a very short flight, only about 40 minutes. So go back to the legs tab. Take a look at what altitude we need to go down to. Yeah, that's a good point as well, Elias. What altitude do we need to descend to intercept? 3,500 feet. So we'll pop 3,500 feet into the in there. Cool. And it should start sending us soon because we're approaching top descent. Back to the inner tab, then we're going to do a flaps 40 at 146 knots. And we can chuck that in there. Invalid entry, what did I do wrong? 240. Flaps 40. At 146. There we go. Can chuck that in then. And we can hop outside. For a little bit. Quite like this outside view. Elias is asking if I'm a Boeing or an Airbus guy. I used to be all Boeing, but then ever since I heard about the 737 stuff and that they're trying to cut corners, I became an Airbus guy. So I've enjoyed Airbus aircraft, but I mean, after flying the PMDG 737, this is like one of my favorites now. This is my favorite aircraft to fly in sim, not in real life. And there are lots of wildfires in Maui, the island of Maui. Says here the worst in US history, which is quite something. That's not good. Yeah. I so wish the Phoenix A320 could come to Microsoft Flight Sim on Xbox, but it never will. Never will. Which is a shame, but oh well. Wow, these views are incredible. Not too many clouds here today. I would have thought there would be more. What we can do though is pop the METAR in for Honolulu. Just take a look at what it's like over there right now. Because of course we're still on live weather. Wind 050 at 9 knots, so not too windy. Few clouds at 4,100. Scattered clouds at 7,000. Altimeter is 3006. So we'll pop the altimeter in. Where is it? 3006, I said, I think. Yeah, after that then, that all looks good. Fly-by-wire might come only if they partner up with a Sobo. Yeah, I'd love to see the fly-by-wire A320 come to the Xbox side of things. But I think they were going to, and then they had some sort of marketing issue, I believe. Well, that's what I've heard anyway. But I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I think it was a licensing problem, not marketing. A big thank you to everyone who's watching today. I appreciate you guys coming with me on the on this set of flights. So after this one, we're going to Kaluhi. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. I'll probably just look it up on Google Translate. Ah, yes, that was it. That was it, Elias. Thank you for that. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Right. Don't need to be on standard pressure anymore. This leg's been quite fast. We've only been in the air for 15 minutes. But what we'll come do now is go down to the fixed info tab. And we're arriving on runway 08 left. And we'll do a dash 5 and a dash 10. That gives us a few rings outside of the airport. Just so we can see like our 5 mile and our 10 mile. And it says we need some drag, so we'll give it a bit of speed brake. Bring our speed back down to send nicely. If you are enjoying the stream so far, my friends, and haven't already, please be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really does help us out a whole ton. So a big thank you to you all. Alright, so just trying to take a look at this. Let's see if we go into plan mode. Alright, so we're coming in from this way. Go in, and then go around in there. It's a very short final. Just over 5 miles, so we're going to want to be fully configured. Yeah, Elias, I think that would be absolutely fantastic if they could do that. So Elias says a good move by Asobo would be partnering with fly-by-wire and replacing the default A320 with the fly-by-wire and making their upcoming A380 a DLC or something similar to the A310 with any builds. Yeah, because the fly-by-wire A320 is so popular already. It would just be a great move. Alright, our minimums then will be 327. So we'll chuck 327 into here. And I think because it's such a short final, we're going to do flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1 set. There we go. A big thank you for the 5 likes on today's stream, my friends. Really do appreciate that. We've reached our like goal for today. Give it some more drag, get that speed down. Just because right after there it's a turn and then you're straight on final. So yeah, I think we'll pop the gear down at that 10 mile mark. Flaps 5, speed check, flaps 5 set. No, it's flaps 5 already come out. Yeah, I'd love to see it happen. Oh dear, what have we done? I think it's very possible they could, because they said that because they had a licensing problem. That doesn't mean that they're always going to have a licensing problem. I guess if they had a licensing problem and they were trying to put it out, maybe they want it on the marketplace as well. And considering it's free, if they have it free on the marketplace as well, that would be pretty nice. Right, let's go flaps 10, speed checked, flaps 10. I think that would be a great move by Asobo and fly-by-wire to try get it on. give it some speed breakers. We are way too high. Airlines Aviation, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. I hope I pronounced your name right. If I haven't, be sure to correct me. I appreciate you for coming along with us today, Airlines Aviation. Oh, bring speed brakes back in now. And we'll do an auto brake 2 landing today. Because it's a decently length runway here. Let's see. We're at flaps 10, so we're going to... Cool. Thank you, Airlines Aviation. So, yeah, we're at flaps 10, so we can't do any more flaps until we pop the gear down. Yeah, I agree with you, Elias. I think it's very possible. So that's the island of... I'm not sure what island it is, but whatever island this is, Honolulu is on it. On it, I don't know. Right. Let's see. I kind of want to deploy some more speed brakes, but not speed brakes, flaps, but we'll get a warning because we need the gear down, and it's a bit early to pop the gear down. But it's just such a short final approach. We may end up going around. If we do go around, we'll just maintain runway heading until we're past the threshold of the runway. Then we will follow this track, and then when we get to here, we'll just use heading select and go bang, bang, bang. Getting closer though. I don't think we're too far away. It's, oh, it's 10,000 feet, so we should have done this already. Let's get these seatbelt signs on. Our landing lights and runway turn-offs can come on, as well as the taxi lights. Engines over to continuous stent, and the wing and wheel well lights can come on. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the live chat. Be more than happy to try and answer them for you. If not, I'm sure someone else will be able to answer them. So yeah, once we get to this decel point, that is when we'll approach, pop the gear down at that point as well. We've got a busy day at the office today in the flight sim world. This is an ILS approach, Airlines Aviation. Alright, I think we'll leave the speed brakes out for a bit because the speed tape seems to be going everywhere. Up, down, too fast, too slow. So yeah, this is an ILS approach, but I'm not sure what the next approach is. I think the next approach might be an RNAV. But yeah, because it's Honolulu, it's like the main airport here, I think. Getting closer. Let's hop into a forward view. Alright. Some random dude is asking how much is this plane. I think it's like something like $60. Maybe slightly more than that. Okie dokie. I think... well, we'll give it just a few more minutes before we pop the gear down. Once we get to this 10-mile ring, we'll pop the gear down. There is the island. I don't know where the runway is. It must be over there somewhere, maybe. I do love this livery, though. Let me know in the chat, do you guys like the Southwest Airlines livery? Or do you prefer the old one? Because the old one they have as well. Right. Let's go gear down. Hop into this view for gear extension. There we go. And let's go flaps 15. There we are, flaps 15, speed checked. Flaps 15. Wow, look at that. Then let's see here. I think we'll arm approach. Let's arm approach. Right, there we go. Approach mode is armed. Let's go flaps 30. Or it might be 25. Can't entirely remember. And let's go flaps 40. Speed check flaps 40. Just because it's such a short final approach, I have configured quite early. Normally I wouldn't configure this early, but it's a very short final. It's just under 5 miles for the final approach. Bring actually back down a bit. I think it's 30,000. Bring speed brakes back in, we can arm them. And we've captured the localizer. Let me know, my friends, do you think we're going to get a butter landing? Turned approach mode off because it is trying to take us in. Oh. Bank angle. Alright. Yes, Elias, it's a very short flight, but we've got multiple legs, so after this we are going to Kaluhai, something like that, from Honolulu, and then after that we'll be going from Kaluhai back to Kona, which will be a longer flight, I think. Now we'll arm approach mode though. There's 2,500 feet. So yeah, if it's... Well, we've been live for about 47 minutes. Elias, I don't have a yoke yet. I just have the Thrustmaster TCA Airbus edition. Right now, anyway. What's going on? Like, my VNav is working, then isn't? So no, I'm using a side stick, but I'm going to get a yoke soon, I think. Right, let's arm approach mode. Something weird is happening, but I think it's okay. It isn't actually that bad, Elias. I thought it was going to be very interesting, but I was kind of surprised it's not that bad. I've heard, though, it's harder to fly an Airbus with a yoke than to fly a Boeing with an Airbus side stick. So, I hope we can capture this localizer, because I don't see the runway yet. Oh, there it is. That's the runway. There we go. Still hasn't captured though, so we may have to do it, take it in manually. Because we're probably quite low, I would imagine. Huh, this is kind of odd. We're not getting like VNav or anything. Yeah, it basically is actually, Elias. I think that's what our next flight is going to be. Alright, I have control just because nothing's working. So we'll do a visual approach. And I think if you do visual approach, you're supposed to turn off the flight directors. But we won't today. Hopefully we can get a smooth landing. Of course, though, the A310 is quite a lot older. And that's what our next stream is going to be. We'll be flying the A310 in our next stream from Dubai to Kuwait. Old A310 in an Emirates Airlines livery.
1,000.
There's 1,000 feet.
Glide slope.
But we don't even have glide slopes, so that thing can go away. Alright then, my friends. Sounds are coming up. I hope you all enjoy the arrival. I will catch you all down on the ground. Let's land this thing. I can't quite remember Elias. I'll be sure to let you all know though when that stream happens. I think we'll be streaming on Thursday, if not slightly a day before or something. But we stream every Monday, Thursday, and every other weekend.
500.
And of course, we often have other streams during the week as well.
400.
Alright, let's land this
Approaching
thing.
minimums. 300. Minimums.
Continue landing.
200.
Looking good. Perfectly on the glide slope.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And we're down. Right. Oh, my reverse is not going to work. Come on, reverses. Alright. Welcome on down to the beautiful Honolulu, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the flight. There were the speed brakes. Speed brakes just came in. Gonna take this exit. let's bring you guys back up into the main flight deck. And we have made it down successfully. Just approach was kind of dodgy. But what we'll do is we will get to the landing lights, runway turn-offs, wing lights and stuff off. And APU can come on, as we are doing a few more flights after this one. So let's find the gate, and then we can file our next flight plan. So what I will do now is file the flight plan while we taxi in, just so we can go straight away. And then we are going to okay. I think we're just going to take a gate here. Not really following any lines. We'll just take this gate, shall we? This gate looks good. And we'll hop on over to APU power. Cool. I have filed that flight plan, so we don't need to look at that now. Okie dokie. Right, let's stop here then. We'll set the parking brakes. We'll turn off the engines. And welcome down to the beautiful Honolulu, my friends. I hope you enjoyed that flight. Let's turn off the anti-collision light, turn off the seatbelt signs. We'll come down to the FMC. Go into F sections. Into ground services. We'll set the chocks. GPU can't. We will request it. Let's see what else. ENG inhabit. Oh, the engine's still half running. And don't forget, my friends, we do have another leg today, or another few legs today. We are going over to Kahali or something. I probably pronounced it terribly wrong, so I'm very sorry. But it will have to do. Alright then, my friends, let's set up. Well, what we'll do is we'll go over to ground power just to save a bit of fuel. APU can come off then. And let's come down to the FMC. We're going to pop in our origin, which is Papa Hotel November Lima. That is where we are departing from. And we are going over to Kahau something. I'm just going to call it Papa Hotel Oscar Golf now. Cool, that's that. I think then we are going to go back to the menu tab. We'll set our fuel. So I'm just going to take a quick look at the flight plan. So give me 2 seconds. Alright. Cool. Let's go into the FS Actions tab then, into the fuel page, and we will be taking with us £10,545. So we'll round that up to 11,000. So we're taking £11,000 of fuel today. We have popped in way too much. What have we done wrong? Okay, well, I guess it will be that then. Into the payload page then. Our zero fuel weight today is 133.7. And then we can go back into the FMC then, go into the departure and driver tab, go into departures, We're departing on runway 8 left today, and we are on the Palais 3, this one. And we can go into the departure and arrival tab once again, into the arrivals. We are on the ILS Yankee for runway 02, and we're on the Camp Sierra 3. Activate this route then, and we can go into the legs tab. I don't like vectors, so get rid of a vector. And we are going to Lima November Yankee. And then we should be there, so we'll get rid of discontinuities and vectors. Let's see. Cool. I think that's it. Fabulous. Alright then. That is basically the flight plan set up. Now we're going to our Perfinite page. We're having a cost index of 26 today. And 2.5 on the reserves. And let's chuck our zero fuel weight in, as well as our cruising altitude, which is extremely low. That's how short this flight is. 13,000 feet. So we'll come up top to the pressurization panel, set 13,000 in there. Nate, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. Appreciate you for coming along. And let's go to the takeoff page. Flaps 5 departure. There are the V speeds, so we can pop them in. Fabulous. Right, that's everything basically set up now. So we can start up the APU. That's what we need to do. We need to start up the APU. And let's hop outside. Listen to this APU. Here we go. Sounds good, Elias. Right. APU starting up. Oh, it's nowhere near done. Still, just enjoy the APU startup sounds. I appreciate so many of you guys coming along with us today. There's currently 7 people watching. And I think earlier there were 10 people watching, which I believe is our all-time record. So I appreciate you guys so much for that. And let's go to APU power then. And I think, well, we'll need to turn on APU bleed. I think that's about it. So we'll come back down to the FMC then, into the pushback page. We do need a tug this time. So let's look out here. How far away are we from the line? I'd say a good 400 feet. Plug 400 into there. We are going to want our nose. Hang on. We are going to want the nose left. Oh, select our tug and we can start the pushback.
Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start. They want the tail to our right.
Alright.
Copy that. Ready for push tail right. Release parking brake, please.
Release the parking brake. Did
Brakes
we?
released.
Ah, yes, good. Let's start up engine number 2 then. We'll bring it over to ground. We can watch the N2 percentage start to rise.
Brakes released. Here we go.
What have we forgotten? Is it even starting? What's going on? How about we introduce fuel? Engine fail. Alright then. What is going on? Stop. Why do we have an engine failure? What's happened? What's gone on? What's happened? Engine fail, but we don't have a failure. Didn't clear ramp. I did. I think. I'll double check that though. Ground services. Ball chocks removed. So it's not that. But why do we have an engine failure? Let's try start up engine 1 and see if it happens again. That's kind of odd. It shouldn't be on. No, it is not on anymore. Alright, yeah. These engines are both having the same problem. So, my friends, what I'm going to do is load this flight back in. So I'm going to turn on the music and I shall be right back. I'm just going to restart the sim, spawn us back in. We're going to have to redo the flight plan and stuff. But I really want to do this flight, so I will be back with you guys in just a moment. Sorry about this, my friends. Okay, everybody, sorry about that little break there. Just had to sort that out. But we're back. So we're going to go to the overhead panel once again. We're going to have to fully restart everything now. So let's get the main battery on. Ground power, it can come on as well then. We're going to have to align the IRS again. But bring them both over to the nav position. That's alright then. Gonna have to refuel once again, so we won't touch the fuel pumps. DC source over to a bat bus then. Let's get some panel brightness up here. On those modes, exit lights, no smoke signs, and seatbelt signs can go on. We'll get the hydraulic pumps on. Ready for our startup. And window heats can go on as well. Cruising altitude is 13,000, so 13,000 can go in there. And let's get the logo lights on as well. Cool. Down into the FS Actions tab, then into the fuel page. We'll be taking 11,000 pounds of fuel for this flight. And if we go into the payload page, our zero fuel weight will be 133.7. Okay, 133.7. Cool. If we go into the FMC page, then sort this out. We are here in Honolulu. And let's grab our GPS position. There we go. And we'll be going over to Papa Hotel Oscar Golf today. I'm not going to try to pronounce the airport because I've tried too many times. There we go. Plug that in. Into the departure and arrival tab. Into the departures. We're departing on runway 08 left today. And we're on the Playa 3 departure. And if we go into the departure and arrival tab once again, into the arrivals, we'll be on the ILS Yankee for runway 02. And we are on the Camps Sierra 3. Let's activate that then. Into the legs tab. Let's get rid of that vector. There we go. And we're going over to Lima November Yankee. Sorry if this seems a bit rushed, my friends. Kind of is. Just trying to sort this out so we can get airborne as quickly as possible. Alright, we'll execute that then into the init ref tab. Cost index of 26 today. 2.5 on the reserves. Chuck our zero fuel in there then, and 130 is our cruising altitude. So let's execute that then. Into the takeoff tab, we're doing a flaps 5 departure today, and there are the V speeds, so let's pop them in. Cool. That's everything we're going to do, so let's go to the overhead panel then. Turn left that fuel pump on, and we can start up the APU. Once again, my friends, very sorry about that. Don't know why that actually happened, really. Was just playing up, I guess. Right. Here we are. Pop back here. Let's hop back inside. There we go. Sounds ready. So let's go back to the overhead panel then. We'll get the rest of the fuel pumps on. So we'll start up the engines as soon as possible. Cool. Back to the menu tab then, into FS Actions. Just release the chocks. And then we can get the APU bleed on. And we'll start up engine number 1 first. There we go, they're spinning now. That's more like it. Let's introduce fuel into engine number 1 to start with then. And we'll set up the MCP while we wait, as we're on a remote stand, so no pushback. LNAV seems to be playing up again. That's okay. Let's just double check our speeds. It's 148. Cool. Let's come back to the overhead panel then. That engine's ready, so let's start up engine number 1. And this is going to be the last leg of our flight, or last flight of our string. There's 20%, so let's introduce fuel. There we are. And we'll turn on the TCAS. We don't really need it, but otherwise I'll forget it. Just get a few other lights on. And we'll get the EO damper and the probe heats on. This is very rough and rushed because I want to get ourselves into the air. Right, there we go. Engines are ready, so hop on over to engine power. APU can come off, then APU bleed off. Pack size, packs left and right can go on. And let's release the parking brake, give it some throttle, and the runway is right here. We need to set flaps 5, I forgot to. So where is the runway actually? Is it there? Yes. Okay. Cool. Big thanks for 6 likes on the stream, my friends. Really do appreciate it. Where's the runway now? Straight ahead. Alright. What we're going to do is we'll get the landing lights on, runway turn-offs, and the other 2 as well, because we are literally going to hop on the runway and then start going. And toga.
Airspeed's alive.
Check. Nose down pressure.
80 knots.
Nose pressure neutral. Can we get LNAV on?
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Now let's try get LNAV on. Come on, LNAV. Switch on. There we go. Autopilot 1 can come on then. And VNAV needs to come on. Come on. And let's go flaps 1. And flaps clean. Let's just see what time we're going to get in. Fabulous. Big thank you for the 100 views so far, my friends. Wow, it's pretty good. It's not a very long flight, this one. Let's see. We have about 97 miles, I think. So what we'll do is we'll get this stuff all set up. Laps 40 at 146 knots. And there's the ILS information. It's 111.1. Close to what we have. Oh, 110, sorry. There we go. We'll transfer that over. Do this on both sides. Bit bumpy on this first flight. Or second flight. And 24 on the course. So we'll set that. There we go. Fabulous. Let's see, what else do we need to do? We'll pop the rings around again. We're landing on runway 02. There we go. Dash 5 and a dash 10 as well. Okay. Let's get the music on then. Sorry about that, my friends. I forgot to turn on the music. Whoops. Not very long at all. Very short flight. What we'll do is we'll go into the legs tab and just take a look at our arrival. See how that looks. So coming in, a longer final approach, which is good to see. So we should get it down nicely there. So not very long until top of descent. So I hope you enjoy the lovely views. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them down in the chat. I'm sure I'll be able to answer them. If not, someone else will definitely be able to help you out. I think we're actually quite close to top descent. Yeah, look, top descent is right there. So we'll double check what altitude we need to go down to. Looks like 2,400. So we'll reset the MCP altitude. It's literally a straight up, straight down. There's hardly any cruise time. I'm not even going to bother turning off the lights. Not going to release the cabin. It's just way too short of a flight. Alright then, I think we must be close to top of descent. Yeah, it's literally right there. And then that is... There's the 10-mile mark, so wow, this flight is very quick indeed. Less than 40 miles out. There we go, top of descent reached. We're starting our descent. And just taking a look at this. By camps, I want flaps 10. And then once we get on the localizer, we'll go gear down. And flaps 15. That's what I want to happen. So we'll try and make that happen. And you might have seen we've got some nice cloud now, and there is the island we are going to. I don't know what island it is. But we'll be landing quite soon. Wow, look at that. So we're on profile. Descending nicely. Wow. Some of the coast over here. Actually, maybe this isn't the island we're landing on. Maybe we're landing on this one. Surely we must be landing on that one then. I think. Not entirely sure though. Alright then, my friends, we are getting closer. We're landing over there. So no, this isn't the island we're landing on. I don't even know if there is an airfield on the island we're above right now. But deploy some flaps soon. I think we'll deploy flaps 10 maybe soon. Flaps 5 even. Maybe even just flaps 2. Let's go flaps 2. Speed checked. Flaps 2 set. There's flaps 2. Slowing down a bit now. Drag's required, so we'll pop out some speed brake. Oh, I just realised I was on mute. Whoops. Alright, let's go flaps 5. Speed checked flaps 5. Alright, there's flaps 5. And flaps 10 will come out soon. And flaps 10. Speed checked flaps 10. Bring speed brakes back in now. Probably don't need them. At the decel point, we will arm approach mode. Get on that ILS and localizer. I think we're landing over here, maybe. Maybe there's an airfield down there. I'm not entirely sure. I've never flown into this airport. As I said, I've only flown into Honolulu once. Alright. We're in the clouds now. Are we in clouds? Is this cloud? Yeah, it kind of looks like a cloud. Ooh. Okie dokie. Approach mode's armed. Arm approach. I think it's down there actually. Must be down there. There we go. We've got glide path indicated in white and localizer indicated in white as well. Of course, we have to have flaps. You can't have flaps 15 until the gear's down, so we'll wait for flaps 15 until we pop the gear down, which will probably be in not very long. Don't see the airport just yet. Let's set our minimums though. 348 is the minimums for this airport. There we go. Set that. Alright, we've captured the localizer now then. We should commence our turn. Yes, we are. So once we commence this turn, we'll pop the gear down. Okie dokie. Let's go gear down. Get a nice gear view here for you all. There we go. Flaps 15. Speed checked. Flaps 15. And we've got glide slope as well. Alright. We'll go flaps 25. Oh dear. Okay. There's flaps 25. Go flaps 30. Give a bit of speed brake, because we need to bring our speed down to our reference speed, which I think it was 146. And we'll go flaps 40, speed check, flaps 40 set. Alright. We'll pause the music for today then. Music is paused. There's the runway in the distance there. There it is. Fully configured, nice and early. And we'll set auto brake 2 for arrival. Bring speed brakes in and we can arm them. Configured nice and early, which is good. And let's try get a smooth landing for the final flight of the day. You're supposed to pop CMD A and B on, so we'll do that. Oh, it doesn't want to anyway. That's alright then. There it is. You can see it, just. You can see the runway lights. Alright, 10 miles out. 8.6, but it's okay. At 1,000 feet, we'll disconnect the autopilot. Bring it in manually. But we're still quite a ways out. I hope we can get a butter, but we'll have to see. Look at the nose down angle here. Look at how that nose is pointed. That is quite cool. Come back here though. So we're past 2,500. There it is. You can see it properly now. I think this airport only has one runway, and that's the runway we are landing on. Luckily it has ILS. I thought it was going to be RNAV or something. But no, it's got ILS. Fabulous. We're not very far out now. We're about to be 5 miles out. 5.8 miles. Oh, I think it said that. 5 miles. Alright. Let's do the before landing checklist. Gear down with the 3 greens. Flaps 40. Confirmed. Speed brakes are armed. Auto brake is set to 2. Lights are on. Signs are on. Cabin crew advised. You guys advised that the landing checklist complete. Perfect. Alright then, my friends, we are about ready to disconnect the autopilot. So let's bring the sounds up, and I hope you all enjoy the arrival. Just wait this 50 feet and then we'll disconnect.
1,000.
Alright, autopilot disconnected. Quite windy. Maintain that centre line. Minor adjustments. Picture looks good. We actually look a bit low, so we'll pull that nose up a bit. Just off
Traffic.
that centre line.
Traffic.
There's no traffic. Just keep this nose here to get back on.
500.
500 feet.
Approaching minimums. 400. Minimums.
Continue landing.
300.
Glide slow, glide slow, glide slow, glide slow.
200.
Alright, here we go, my friends.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
We're down. Alright, welcome on down into the beautiful Papa Hotel Oscar Golf. Spoilers have retracted, so have the flaps. Bring the flaps back in. Let's bring you guys back up into the main flight deck. I hope you all enjoyed that. I don't know where we are going to park. We'll just... Looks like all these have just kind of pulled in. So we'll do the same. Pull in here. Cool. Let's stop here then. And cut the engines. And that is going to wrap up today's stream, my friends. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It has been a good one. I have enjoyed it myself. Once again, I thank you all so much for 800 subscribers. We're getting closer to 900 now, but I really do appreciate your continued support. Mods, donators, channel supporters, big thank you for your continued support as usual. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. So, we will be streaming again on Thursday, definitely, but we may stream tomorrow or at some point before then. So I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye now, my friends.